At State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. First down, Murray. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Cardinals, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Chubb running right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On play action, Allen.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Chubb will get the call, running left. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Chubb. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
McLaughlin now for the Browns field goal.
Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
2nd and 8 coming up.
To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this throw will be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
Allen's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This is a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On play action, it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hubbard. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown. Albert O. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Able to slither by. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
on play action. Allen rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 28. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Here's Allen.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 30. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Allen off the play fake. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Browns. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A big play there just before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Murray now. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Play action. Now it's Allen. He finds Hopkins complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Larson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A final shot before half for Allen. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16, and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns able to get this one back to within at least some measure of respectability. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Now Murray off play action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So that one will be accepted. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing now is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Albert Okuebuna. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Handoff comes to Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 16. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. He'll buy some time right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Catch is made by Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Play fake. Murray sliding out of the pocket. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 59 yards. And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin this drive with Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's go, baby. Let's
69 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 8-yard pickup. First down, Browns.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. His throw incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this returnable for Rager. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Allen going to throw. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well.
But now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as.
And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Back to throw it, Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.